In this video, we're going to go through 3 catalysts for this NFT penny stock. It's one we've also talked about before, and I'm consistent. I like to give updates on the ones that we've already talked about. I also do like to talk about new ones every now and then, but let's talk about this one that we've talked about before, about the 3 catalysts for this NFT penny stock that I see coming. And of course, within the penny stock market, there's been a lot of volatility and a lot of downward trend in a lot of these penny stocks, which has put a lot of people off investing in them. But I would say if you have good quality penny stocks, and I would say if you can actually get them at a discounted price, I see that as a good choice. So going into this one here, so the 3 catalysts for this NFT penny stock. So I've got to say I'm not a financial advisor, I'm a business teacher, by no means an expert on the stock market. But I certainly do like this one, it's one I've covered a lot. Let's go through it. Now, the one we're talking about today is Clickstream, ticker symbol CLIS. So what do? So they're innovating the future of consumer applications. Okay, so it's a publicly traded company that focuses on building mobile apps that disrupt, keyword disrupt, conventional industries. So they're creating apps with unique selling points that are completely different from what is out there, and they're trying to basically provide innovation in these areas. They're creating innovative apps, okay, that people are going to be using. Okay, now 3 catalysts for this NFT penny stock. So first of all, we've got the launch of Nifter. Okay, so Nifter is going to be a NFT marketplace in the sense that you're going to be able to buy and sell NFT music related NFTs, right? So maybe you'll have some up and coming artists create some music NFTs. You'll then be able to buy them, and of course if that artist continues to gain traction, then the price of that NFT could increase in that sense. So what you can in essence is invest in the up and coming artists that you think are going to do really well in the future in that sense. So they're launching that platform of Nifter, and when that global launch happens for this, I think that there is revenue to be made out of this platform, which is one thing that is holding this company back at the moment, is that yes, they've got these great apps, but they need to figure out how are they going to build the revenue for these apps. Now, I do believe that Nifter could be one of those which does generate a lot of revenue for the launch of Nifter, because of the fact that the NFT industry is growing, and because of the fact that we've got the music NFTs, and they could basically take a cut of that in terms of each sale. So there's a revenue model potentially there that they could have of some kind. So I think that the launch of Nifter, which if that happens, and it will happen, when that happens in the future, I do see that this is going to have a positive impact on the stock price, because people are going to realize that actually this CLIS is seriously involved in the NFT industry and a marketplace specific for music NFTs. The next catalyst that could be happening is the global launch of HeyPal. So recently they did do the soft launch of HeyPal, which is a language learning app. Okay, so social media language infused with language learning, essentially. Social media network infused with language learning. Now, they've launched that and done a soft launch, and it went really well. They actually got many amounts of downloads. There's something like 50,000, 80,000 messages on the platform. So they've grown it massively, and there's people coming back to the platform and continuing to use it. So they've done the soft launch, where they've just kind of launched it in a few countries, you know, not really put much marketing spend behind it, but sort of see how it goes. And they've done that, and it's gone quite well. So when we see this global launch, and it's only on iOS at the moment, but when we see the global launch on iOS, and then also the global launch on Android, and they've got on the balance sheet, they've got a lot of cash, which they can use for marketing. And they did talk about that they're going to use marketing a lot in terms of getting these apps out there, which is good to hear. So when they do the global launch, what we're going to see is a huge amount of downloads, a huge amount of interest in this HeyPal app, which I do think in the medium term will move the price up about a good amount here. I do think it's going to double or triple its current price point after the launch of Nifter, okay? And then certainly as the launch of HeyPal happens, I see this moving up even further, okay? Then they've also got improved market conditions as well. So, well, when we get improved marketing conditions, should I say. So, the penny stock and the growth stocks and that sort of area has been taking a hit recently. I think when we get improved conditions, we're going to see which ones are going to be the winners, which penny stocks, which growth stocks are going to be the winners out of this. And I do see this one is going to see exponential growth when the market conditions improve. Okay, and also within that, that's really important. So what is the NFT marketplace for Nifter? So again, they are creating, sell and discover unique music NFTs on the Nifter marketplace. So that's something they're working on and that they're going to launch and obviously have that marketing campaign behind. Okay, they've also recently, they've got Clickstream engages TikTok and Xfinity Comcast growth marketer Jonathan Maxim to lead growth at PayPal. Okay, so a technology company focused on development on apps and digital platforms that disrupt conventional industries engages former growth marketer at TikTok, marketing strategist at Xfinity and growth hacker Jonathan Maxim to oversee growth marketing and strategy of PayPal app. So this tells me that they're getting ready for their global launch and they're getting these marketers involved that understand how to, just expand growth of the company at a massive level in terms of getting those downloads. And like I say, this is an individual that's worked in these platforms already, which we've seen them grow massively. Okay, and they're getting marketers involved with the experience to take a new app to then push this out there to the masses and get massive amount of downloads, which I think when that happens, people are going to be like, wait a minute, this is gaining some traction here. So I would think, yes, it's volatile at the minute, but if you think about the future potential that's available here that we've gone through, I think it's worth it. These platforms could go wrong. There's always risk, but I think that if you think about it, the reward, risk versus reward on this, the reward could be massive. Okay, because this could be an app that is a long-standing app that loads of people use. They're developing loads of different apps. It's also WinQuick. They're developing another app called WinQuick. So there's 3 apps they're working on. Let's say one of them fails. Well, if 2 of them succeed and do really well, that's fantastic, right? So it's not to say that everything that they do is going to succeed. It's just that they need to find that application that is going to do really well. And I think that that'll have an impact on the pricing. You can also see here, so we had the 20th of April to sort of the time that we're on now, right? So in a sort of month, right, it was down to 0.11, and then in a month it's actually gone up to 0.16. So even though the market, penny stock and growth market, is absolutely down at the moment, at least in the past month they've been holding their own. Okay, they've actually been moving up in the past month. Now I think that this could still drop again to this 0.10 level. 0.10, 0.1, but I don't think 0.11, but I don't think it's going to stay there for long. I think it will keep bouncing back because it's tested that a number of times now where it gets down to 0.10 and it's bounced back up and it's come back down to near that level and bounced back up. Okay, so if you're looking to get into this, I would say put it on the watch list. If you can really get this at like 0.10, 0.10, I do see a lot of potential in this medium term, and I think that's incredibly cheap. Okay, you got to remember that it did actually, in the past sort of 3 months ish, it did reach a 52-week high of 0.60. Okay, so if you can get it at 0.10 and it's then able to reach that 52-week high again or close to it, that is pretty good going. But one thing that you got to bear in mind is, of course, that volatility. So that's why it's important to do your own research so that you actually believe in the company and you're not going to sell, a loss. You want to be keeping the company because you believe in it and then buying the dips on the company. Okay, so I do see that as a lot of potential. And the PayPal app is looking promising. They've got that soft launch. They've got that global launch coming. They've got the Nifter global launch. They've got WinQuick app that's doing okay. They've got these growth marketers coming in that's going to help out with their marketing. They've got a lot of stuff going on for this company, and that's why I like to talk about it. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, then smash that like button. Help get this penny stock video up into the YouTube search results. as one of the top penny stocks out there in terms of on the YouTube search results. So any support on the channel is greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see everybody in the next video.